Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm kind of at work right now. I want to tell you my little story I had about one of my dreams. Okay. I feel like, I feel like I should have this message out to the YouTubers, whoever, has ears to hear, should hear this because it's really important. I had a dream the other night and or a few nights ago, and what it was is it is really disturbing. I okay, I'm just gonna tell it like this and how the understanding of it is. I was like a bird. I was flying, and all of a sudden there was a storm struck. Okay, it's like a winter storm. It's so fast, so hard that if somebody would stand in front of it would get blown off. The wind's so fast. So, all of a sudden, there was 30 trees. I knew I had to get to the third tree. And so I was fighting this wind to get to the third tree. I mean, the first tree, which is supposedly heaven. And with my will, I couldn't do it. I had to think of God and His power to overcome this wind to reach the first tree, which is heaven. And somehow I just put it in park, and I'm like, park. This is a tree, not a car. Why do I put it in park for? I did not understand. I was on the time limit. You gotta put it in park. Hurry up! It's time. It's like a time limit, And so, I'm like you're living in a time limit. You have to do certain deeds or whatever in this time span. So, and all of a sudden, everything, when I put it in park, right, and I didn't understand it until I woke up, but I'll explain that later. And then, so, the demon started laughing and said, ha, it's too late for you, ha, and he started really laughing, and he said, well, it's too late. And I was like, too late for what? And I was like, and then, I was, the scene change, I was sitting with him in like a living room with like a sofa, me and him, and I knew within the core of my heart he was Satan, the king of evil. Like I knew. He was in human form. He was a man. I knew in my guts that he was Satan, the king of evil, and he was gonna do something to me, and I was like, holy moly, and so I said, he was trying to deal something with me. Because, when I'm awake, I would not convict or try not to convict sin towards Jesus Christ. I'm now walking on that narrow path to righteousness and trying to be better and being a reborn person and feel like I'm doing a good job. And so he was holding 2 glasses of wine. He was offering me his glass of wine. And you know how you go to church and the priest offer you a glass of wine from Jesus Christ where He died for your sin, and then drink that wine, which represents His blood, Jesus Christ's blood, for everlasting life. But then Satan was offering me his glass, which is the glass of poison or the glass of death. So if I drink this wine, it means I have to praise Him as my king and do the wrong deeds and do the wrong stuff, do his stuff in this life to serve Him as a king, whatever. And I was told to ignore him, like I'm supposed to, right now that I'm supposed to ignore him in the physical world and whatever he's trying to say, and I tried to have giving me the understanding of who voice the angel, who voice it is, that I understand which those voice and which one is mine, and I prayed on that to understand which one is which voice. So he was like, I was totally ignoring him. I was like, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, and the Father. I keep on saying that to ignore him, like I'm totally ignoring him right now in the physical world. There is temptation he would have me to do. And so he was really mad. So he's like, okay, you're not going to go down, you're not drinking, the super one you want to drink, the heavy, basically, he's done, dealing with me. Poured off the glass, and I was like, I looked at the glass and I break glass, and then all of a sudden the glass broke. I had the power to break the glass. And he said, oh, you're trying to, Satan said, oh, you're trying to hurt me. Instead of I couldn't hurt him, he was trying to hurt me. And then he took all those broken glass, surrounded me by those broken glass. And so what it meant was, in this physical life, he's going to put a lot of booby traps for me. So if I step in this direction, I'm going to step on that glass. or if I step on this direction, I'm going to get stuck on that grass. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And then he stabbed me in the rib cage, and it really hurt. I felt it. It was a spiritual pain, and it felt real, 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 and it's so real. And I'm telling you, I'm having, I'm trying to, I think that was, spiritual stuff, and it wasn't even a dream, Like, I actually stepped over the other realms and experienced this, and it's like, so it was pretty crazy, and, yeah, God said, you can only serve one king, one God, you can only serve one. So if you were, if you're doing the wrong stuff and you're not talking to Jesus Christ, you know who your king is. And if you're praying to the Lord all the time and doing His will and His deeds and being reborn in righteousness, you know who your king is. So, there's either heaven or hell. You choose. You've got a free will to choose where you want to go, heaven or hell. And nobody's going to make that choice for you but yourself inside your heart. You have to have the will you want to. Because what Jesus told me is, what I found out is, God's telling me and revealing me a lot of things, incredible things about the end of the world coming and mark of the beast and the rapture and all that. And, so he was telling me about the rapture and how it's going to happen. And I was looking at these videos online about the rapture and the end of time, and I was really concerned about my soul, and because after death is eternal. So I was telling God, okay, I need, so he's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, we don't have that much time, and he's telling people it's urgent, and I feel a sense of urgency too. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get right with God, I gotta do what he's telling me to do, I gotta correct myself, there's no more time left, my life has always been up and down like this, This time I've been really good, very bad, good, bad. So hopefully it's going up, and not at a plateau, but just going up to heaven. So he's telling me that, about there's going to be a lot of floods. I've been having a lot of flood dreams, a lot. And I've been praying for this, and he's sending me a lot of flood dreams, and I've been seeing a lot of sick, okay? And I was like, I have a feeling he's trying to tell me something, and so I was like, Jesus, are you trying to tell me something? And so he told me to go in the Bible, and, well, before that, a couple months ago, how he's telling me and all this, and I was, confused whether it's real or fake, so I asked for a visual confirmation, see if it's all real. So, and I was watching the movie, and all of a sudden the movie, there's this guy, of all names, his name was Noah, and all of a sudden I thought of Noah Ark. And then it's in the movie of Notebook, that guy's name was Noah. And then all of a sudden I don't ever read the Bible, and then I opened the Bible, and then it went straight to the verse, to the page. Of all the pages it could flip, it flipped to the page of the Noah Ark. It says something like this: the time of the Noah is going to be the second coming of Jesus Christ. So in the time of Noah, where God was going to flood and eliminate evil, that's going to be what is going to happen right now in his Jesus Christ's second coming. And I thought that was really amazing. That was like, wow, all the pages and all the names that it could happen, and it just happened in that order in that same day. And God was letting me know that the time is close, the time is near, the time is here. And he's telling me future events. I've been praying for that, future event, what's going to be happening before his coming, before the rapture, before the tribulation or whatever it is. So he's telling me there's going to be floods all over the world. I've been having a lot of flood dreams. I don't understand, I don't even watch any movie or anything that related to flood, but I've been having a lot of flood dreams. And I was getting scared because I think there's going to be a flooding here, which I'm still not sure. But then now that everything is putting together, I'm understanding more, since I've seen the 666 a lot. And Jesus Christ told me, everywhere I go, I've been seeing 666. I weigh myself 146.6. I do the register $6.60. Something with 66, and the road is this, Route 66, and just things like that, like the time and whatever. So, and God told me to go in the Bible, and Revelation 6, chapter 6, something like that. It says a quart of wheat for a day's pay, and something like that. So that specific phrase is trying to tell me how it's all going together. That there's going to be a shortage on food. Food is going to get really expensive. A quart of wheat for a day's pay. So if you were to make $100 a day, that's how much the quart of wheat is going to cost you. So it's going to be very expensive. So you guys, if you hear these videos, go stock on food and water. I'm telling you, you rather stock on food and water while you need confirmation. Pray to God, God's going to give it to you. Stock on food and water. I bought a whole bunch of Spam, a whole bunch of rice, instant noodles, something that will have like 2 years like Spam expiry date. So stock on a lot of that. In case it happens, you're good to go. And if it doesn't happen, you can return it. You know what I mean? Your receipt, return it. But I mean, something tells me it's going to be end of this year. There's this other guy that says he had a dream where God is sending him something 11/23. So I'm assuming it might be even this year, November 23rd, maybe. If he, God told him a number, and I don't think that number is random. And so I'm telling you, the gate to heaven is very narrow. We need Jesus Christ to get there, and have a lot of faith. I'm kind of like, my legs are like kind of stubbly, but and thank God it's very strong. So God bless you guys. Hope you guys pray a lot so that you guys can get the correct answers, and don't look for human or the society for answers. Even the priest, go straight to Jesus Christ. He'll give you the true answers that you're looking for, and He will never, if you guys have never prayed this prayer before, I pray you guys pray that Jesus, I believe in you. I believe you died for my sins. Please save me. Put my name in the book of life and help guide my soul. Okay, just pray that. I promise Jesus Christ is gonna save you. Okay, so just do it. It's for your sake, for your soul's sake. So I've been telling a lot of people this at work and here and there, whoever I see, and a lot of people hear it and they're like, I feel like they're kind of walking in this pit hole, and I'm screaming to them, and some people listen and they just kind of go, and then some people really totally like ignore me, and then some people like they hear me but they don't want to do anything about it, and some people they totally don't want to hear me at all. That's what the people are walking down to the path of destruction. So I'm telling you, I'm not a perfect. I'm the last person to be perfect, but the whole point is being reborn, and now I totally understand what being reborn is. It's improving yourself, leaving your old self for the new you, being more righteousness, more closer likeness to Jesus Christ is how being a word of reborn is mean, which I did not understand before, and for any of you that don't understand that shall understand now. So pray for righteousness, pray for good stuff. Pray that you'll be better and be a better person, that God will change your life and change you. So, yeah, God bless you. Bye.